Theories of employee motivation. Objectives would be to define motivation, be able to list major work motivation theories, be able to describe how each one explains the work behavior, compare and contrast work motivation theories. What is motivation? The internal state that induces a person to engage in particular behaviors. The direction, which is the choice of the behavior. An example would be volunteering for extra work instead of going home. Then we have the intensity. That's the amount of effort used. That would either be to sweep the floor hard and fast or sweep it soft. Lastly, we have persistence, continuing engagement behavior, trying to accomplish a goal over and over. Work motivation theories. Typically concerned with the reasons why some do jobs better than others. Can be described as proximal or digital theories. We have proximal, which is close to behavior, and digital, that is far removed from behavior. Need theories. Both theories, which are need hierarchical theory and two-factor theory. The need hierarchical theory fulfillment deals with physical and physiological health, self-actualization, esteem, love, safety. The two-factor theory deals with hygiene factors such as pay and supervision. Motivation factor deals with responsibility, recognition, nature of work, and achievement. We now have here the needs hierarchical chart. Self-actualization at the top, esteem, love, safety, and physiological. That can be found on page 196. Reinforcement theory. There's a law of effect, which the probability of behaviors increases with reward and decreases with punishment. And they also use incentive systems, which makes rewards contingent on individual units of activity. An example would be selling a car. Expectancy theory. There is the equation for expectancy theory, which is force equals expectancy, balances times instrumentalities. Explains how rewards lead to behaviors by focusing on internal cognitive states that lead to motivation. Then we have the definition of expectancy, balance, and instrumentality. Everyone let me know when you're ready to go on. Self-efficacy theory. Motivation and performance are determined by how effective people can be. People with high self-efficacy can accomplish tasks and are motivated by themselves. Low self-efficacy, they don't think that they can do things. They also refer to the Galati effect, which one believes about capabilities and males them perform better in self-fulfilling prophecy. Justice theories. They focus on norms of fair treatment of employees. They have the equity theory, outcomes, inputs, fairness theory, distributive justices, procedural justices. Take time to copy those down. Those are very important. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me know when everyone's ready to move on. Goal setting theory is most helpful to industrial organizational psychologists. It believes that the behavior is motivated by internal objectives and goals. The learning orientation and performance orientation, which are self-explanatory. Now moving on to the control theory. They build from goal setting, and they focus on how feedback affects motivation. We can read more about that on the feedback, the adjustment of goals, which was done by Donovan and Williams, the track and field goals. This talks about how the track runners made their goals each week. It made them higher based on their performances. You can look at that more. That is discussed in full on page 210. Action theory is a German theory, and it shows how work behavior describes a process using goals and intentions. There's a figure on page 211 that I have recreated here for us. It also talks about the action versus state orientation. Here is the figure 8.4 that's on page 211 that I've tried to recreate for us. Lastly, we have the chapter summary. That starts on page 212, goes into page 213. It describes each theory in full. If you want to know about psychology in practice, industrial organizational psychology in practice, on page 213 to 214, it talks about Dr. Lynn Summers in more detail. Learn by doing. On page 214, pick one, and it's due by the start of next class. If anyone has any questions about that, please let me know, and we can go over that. Now for today's assignment, we have discussion questions on page 214, numbers 1 through 4. If you want to get into groups and finish those questions, that would be great. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to come to my desk as I am available.